their communities.
Team building and community participation are key essentials in disaster risk management and reduction. Therefore, nobody can understand your.
The National Environment Agency informs the general public and stakeholders that the next Operation Clean the Nation for the month of July 2013 has been postponed till further notice. A release from the NEA cited the observance of the holy month of Ramadan as the reason for the postponement. The NEA used the opportunity to thank the general public for their continuous cooperation. 32 eye specialists have completed a year-long diplomat and advanced diplomat courses on various modules, including optic nursing, optometric technician, and cataract surgery at the Sheikh Zayed Eye Center. As Louis Mendy reports, the training program formed part of ongoing global efforts geared towards meeting the Millennium Development Targets, the right to health.
Eye health specialists, 11 of them Gambians and the other 21 from some West African countries, including Senegal and Ghana. The graduates were recently merited after completing what was described as a year-long strenuous diploma and advanced diploma courses on various modules, including optometry technicians and cataract surgery. Medical experts say the capacity building program is crucial for countless reasons. One is the strengthening of the ongoing global efforts to meet the Millennium Development Targets, the right to health.
The deadline for achieving the targets, as I mentioned, is dawning on our doors, and it is fast approaching. Realizing the importance of continuity of this goal, of this global development framework, the UN member states and governments mandated the United Nations Secretary General to begin the process of developing a successor program to the MDGs.
The message from Per Mendy, coordinator of the health program, urged the graduating beacons for victims and other potential victims of eye defects to remember to always serve their clients with diligence while remaining committed to the ideals of professionalism at all times.
The training, of course, started since the year 2000 until 2003, of course, which I standing here was lucky to be among the first batch of this training program. Madam Chairman, since then, the training program continues to graduate eye health workers from different countries, year in, year out.
For Adama Demba, the Director of Health Services, the presence of high-profile dignitaries at the event symbolizes the social importance of the training received by the graduates. Dr. Demba touched on the importance of eye health in the attainment of MDGs.
After many years of eye health service existence, it can be found in almost every nation of the world that institutions are needed to train people like you who will later go and serve in your communities. The eye health service need to be brought to the doorsteps of people, and you are needed to offer that service.
Salimata Bakum, whose project worked towards eliminating avoidable blindness through human resource development for eye health, said the training program and similar orders in the future would gradually stem down the acute shortage of health workers in developing countries, a situation holding back the achievement of the Health Millennium Development Goals and the reduction of poverty.
Sight Savers is working to tackle this situation through support for eye health workers in Africa, Asia, and the Caribbean. We were doing this because a well-performing IELTS workforce that is responsive, fair and efficient is essential for the attainment of the best health outcome for the population we serve.
This process lies at the heart of Brian Golding Vision Institute Foundation programs, that is, increasing the number of optometrists, optometric and spectacle technicians, refractionists, eye care health workers, and vision center staff to help provide eye care services where they are most needed.
The ceremony also witnessed the handing over of a brand new vehicle to the ROTP to facilitate the field placement of students on practical attachment, as well as for the effective running of other administrative errands with European Union as providers of the funds. Louis Mendy, GRTS.
We'll be back with news from outside the Gambia after this break. Welcome back. Egypt's military was first disliked by many civilians who thought the power the army had was just too much. While after the ouster of Mohamed Morsi, it seems the tables have turned. Egypt's General Abdel Fattah al-Sisi seemed to have won the admiration of many Egyptians. CNN's Riza Seya gauged reactions in Cairo, where there are still those who dislike the general.
Egypt these days. Ask around and many will tell you the general, Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, the head of Egypt's armed forces. Sisi is a hero, says Mohammed. He's a man of respect, says Hassan, a military man. I love him, says Mahmoud. If he could be my father, that would be great. Not every Egyptian is enamored with Sisi. Some call him a traitor for toppling a democratically elected president. But for many, Sisi has gone from relative unknown to a national hero who has put the army back into Egyptian politics. It was Sisi who announced the ouster of former President Mohamed Morsi, sparking wild celebrations among millions who wanted Morsi gone. It was Sisi who oversaw the appointment of Egypt's interim leaders. And this week, it was Sisi who called for mass demonstrations in support of the armed forces, setting off more applause for the Egyptian military. Indeed, there's a lot of praise these days for General Sisi and the military, but many rights groups and analysts say that's not exactly cause for celebration. That's reason to worry.
One has to be a little more weary of a return of a military dictatorship.
Analyst Sarah Al-Tantawi says recent events in Egypt signal a bigger role for an army that's long been marred by allegations of abusing its power.
This country has been under military dictatorship since 1952. Anyone during that period who tried to organize politically, democratically, was jailed and stymied in one way or another.
This is the same military rights groups blame for using excessive force in clashes this month that killed dozens of peaceful supporters of former President Morsi. It's the same military Egyptians protested against in 2011 for allegedly killing, arresting, and beating innocent protesters, including the infamous thrashing of the woman in the blue bra. And Sisi is the same general who defended the army's use of virginity tests in 2011 on women detainees. They were done to protect girls from rape, and soldiers from false accusations, he told state media. But for many Egyptians, the grievances are gone. The army is for the people, says Mahmoud. My brothers are part of it, so it will never harm us.
People's livelihoods have really plummeted in the past year or 2 years.